Biffy?
Jumbo?
Spud?
Jumbo? Ian?
I do have a nickname, you know. Why do you deliberately not use my nickname?
Just forget it, Ian.
Chalky. My nickname is Chalky because my surname is White. It is a very, very easy nickname to remember. Cyril.
Welcome, and here we are at the beginning of the first patrol of Chapter 1 in our campaign of Skies Above Britain. And I'll just point out that this game comes, like many war games, with a bibliography. And yes, my library actually had one of them. Well, they had several, but I picked this one. Peter Townsend, drop your Who jokes in the comments. Duel of Eagles. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this. Now for this first patrol, since I haven't done a video where I've put it all together, this first patrol I'm going to kind of plod through this sequence of play so that everyone can see how it all fits together. After the first patrol, it's just going to be hopefully just pure gameplay. But I'm going to try to keep it nice and crisp moving along. This one will go nice and slow, however, so that we all know what's to expect. So, raid vector sequence, the reveal phase. We know that the Germans are coming. And we reveal each of these in turn and do everything on them. So, first tile comes up, and it's our fan the raid marker. That brings the raid marker down here. We are now able to make contact with them. And we need to know what the escort is. Here's our escort table, and we roll. 10. Well, it's not no escort, unfortunately. But it's interesting. Trailing 109 heavy. Okay, so 109s. That marker there. Goes here. Alright. Time to reveal the second reveal marker, or the second inbound vector marker. There we go. And they're going to drop their bombs already. Boy. Yeah, well, I guess it jives with, the early forays, I guess. So the first one is actually a turn. You can see a little turn icon on the board, and it's an odd or even roll. It's a even roll. The sun is going to turn clockwise, meaning it's going to go from here in the port to the nose high. All right. Now, here's the interesting part, is that you fulfill you do this in order. So if there's two of them, you do the top one and then the bottom one. The second one is the raid monster. Unfortunately, this escort is dropping its bombs right now. Must be, I don't know, very close to the coast or going after ships, maybe? I think they did do some attempt level bombing on ships. But the result of all that is they're now going to move up into here into the turn and head home. That means all these go away. They will be of no use to us now. And now we prepare for the outbound trip by drawing 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. And put them in the boxes for their trip home. The sun, they made one turn, but then they dropped their bombs, and now they have to turn for home. That means the sun, again, is going to shift. It's even there in the nose, and so it's going back to port. Thus ends the reveal step. Now fuel, which is quite easy. Over here, this is all our fuel. Hurricanes have more fuel than Spitfires, and we just move it over 1. And that's it. We are on to the contact phase, which is not going to be possible for us because, as I said, this is connected. This is a coast, and this is considered coast. I can only do it if I'm adjacent. I'd have to go here first before I even have a shot at this. So there's going to be no contact this time. So I'm going to go straight to the vector phase. All our squadron can do is get some revenge now. So we're actually going to try to see if we can catch them. And in the vector phase, I can basically move here. You can move into an adjacent spot. And I can also move, or well, first or, I can adjust their altitude to high. But I can also shift and go high if I spend an extra fuel, which I'll go ahead and do, because there's not going to be much of a patrol this time, because they're already heading back home. So we might as well burn up some gas and see if we can't get a little revenge. Okay, that is the end of the vector phase. Whoops, a little sequence error. Technically, I am supposed to check for the escort to see if they exit before I move. Okay, just keep that in mind. Yeah, I'm supposed to do that. I'm supposed to do this first. And we look here and we look for a number, and it's 109s. And we are going to see if they leave. And they will on a 10 or higher. We roll. 1. No, I'm going to stay. Here's what we just finished up in the vector segment, or the raid vector sequence. And as you can see, we loop back. We haven't made contact yet. If we did, you see the yes mark here, we'll be down in here, but no, we haven't. So we're back to the reveal. And now we're outbound instead of inbound. So let's go there. Raid marker here. And we reveal one. And the weather goes to cloudy. Nope, my bad. It's in stages. So the first weather marker is going to drop it to haze. Another one would bring it to cloud. So we're only in haze. I don't think they can escape in haze. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. No, they can't escape in haze. So maybe we can still catch them. Hang on. There was only one marker for reveal. So we're back at the fuel phase. Fuel step, and we burn up another fuel. We are in the contact step, and here's where a tough decision comes into play. Yeah, there was a discussion on Wise Guy's History. I was watching one of his live playthroughs, and someone was thinking of ordering this game. Says, isn't it all just luck-based? And the answer is no. There are a lot of random elements. Those random elements, however, just set the stage. There's a lot of tough choices to make when that stage is set and how you react to what's going on. And here's one, it's kind of tricky. I can go for contact now, or I can get any better, getting contact when you're only adjacent. Remember, he's still in the coast region, so he's actually adjacent. It's not as advantageous to make contact from an adjacent as it is when you're in the same area. But he's only got, these few turns. He's going to be gone very soon, and he's going to be over the channel in the next round. That means channel patrols and going into the water and potentially becoming a POW. So what do you do? And I think I'm going to go ahead. I have 0 victory points in this campaign so far. Having a patrol with 0, this isn't Skies Above the Reich. I do not like the idea of having 0 victory points on any kind of patrol. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get contact going right now, and we'll do the best we can. All right, so what does that look like? Okay, because we're in adjacent, we're going to have to burn up a fuel. Hit the turbo. I'm always saying hit the turbo. Identify that movie. All right, press it and hold it. All right, and we roll a die on this one. And here's another thing to consider. Well, that's one consideration. You got to spend fuel to do it from adjacent. Although we're going to have plenty of fuel for what we're doing because how short this patrol is. And if I was high, I could get a +1 if I was in the adjacent zone. See, there's a whole bunch of, and you can get in the sun. See, there's a whole bunch of advantages you have to consider. There's a bonus to getting over in the same zone. But time is our enemy, and so I have chosen to go from the adjacent, and we'll see what my choice hath wrought. Roll. 4. Tail low is where it's going to put us. Now, if I want to spend, and here we go, another tough choice. Do I spend another fuel, and instead of tail low, going flank low? Now let's put our thinking caps on. All right, so my choices are flank low. That's our trail low, which is the result I got. I'll have to spend a fuel and attempt an intercept. And if I do, the escort is in trailing. I'm going to have to roll a 9 or higher to intercept. However, if I spend the fuel to go flank low, I'll have to spend a second fuel, so that's 2 fuel for that. And like I said, fuel's not our problem this time. But look at this. Because the escort is in trailing, I only need a 3. That looks better. I think I'm going to go for that. All right. So we're going to spend this extra fuel to go flank low. That's gone. And we're going to take, let's go port, because I think I get no, because I'm low. It's not going to count. Although I could shift high, but I doubt I'm going to do that. I think I'll just stick with what we got here. I think that's plenty fine. All right, now, because we made contact, this is done. We are not ever going to be in this, for this patrol, we're never going to be in this raid vector sequence. Again, we go straight to the interception sequence, but not until we set up the rest of the game. Now we finally get to see what kind of enemy we've been chasing this whole time. Who's been dropping bombs on us? We now find out. Red will be the one that determines the type of plane, and the blue will determine how many tiles and in what configuration. Here we go. 4 makes it Stukas. Nice and juicy. And 4 also, wow, 6 tiles. Okay, that's a lot of Stuka. Okay, let's set it up. Here's what the formation looks like, and it's nice and tight. There's no way to attack it and remove more than 1 at a time. So, all right, we have made contact. That means this whole, like I said, this is all done, and we are now in the interception sequence. And the first thing that happens is our orders, and once again, we have a tough decision to make, and that is because the first thing you have to consider is, do I want to suppress this escort? Do I want to send some of my guys off, split my squadron a little bit, and do that? And the answer that I come up with, like I said, this is a short, very short patrol. And frankly, I'm inclined to completely ignore them, intercept the formation, and these Stukas are nice and a little more easier to shoot down than the other ones. Just be happy with the 2 free passes that I'm going to get if I do intercept. And hopefully come away with 2, hopefully 3 victory points. I'm just trying to get something out of this patrol. So I think I'm going to ignore giving an escort order, and I'm just going to order bombers to intercept from the low port. And that's my plan. Yeah, there is one bit of good news. We only got 1 escort on the whole map, and they're trailing, which is just not a very good position for them. So we are going to capitalize on that. From the flank low, we're now executing the bomber order. We will have to spend a fuel. So we're right in the middle there. Still not in any real danger, especially since we're considering of just doing this 1 pass through and getting out. So I think we'll be okay there. So we spent the fuel, and we're low in the flank, and the only escort is 109's trailing. Like I said before, we need a 3 or better to intercept. All right, do not let me down. 3 just made it. You can spend a fuel to re-roll, and I would have definitely done that if I missed it. So here we go. We have made interception. Excellent. All right, you can see we're going to pick on this Keta and this one. And I'm not even going to kid myself. I'm going to keep the low ammo markers right here because I know I'm going to be using them constantly. And we've got our light bomber deck here, like so. And we are ready for our first pass. Get a couple shuffles and let us get started. Let's start with blue leader here. Fire. We are continuous. We are on starboard port. We're going to get a return fire, sadly. So that's not very effective. And it's a hit. 4 on the wing. We have 12, yeah. And it's the important rule. We got 12 guys here, so this is actually going to pull this out. We have actually isolated a Keta. Like so. And you move on. That's your move. And following behind is blue 3. And now we're down to this column here. Is blue 3, excuse me, blue 3 is green, unfortunately. Let me see if I can use the veteran privilege here on this one. Yes, I can, and that's why I did this. This privilege may only be used when the bomber formation, when the veteran and green pilot are approaching the same bomber from the same attitude. They must belong to the same section. That is correct. So we are actually going to cancel off that hit. So I'm keeping an eye on the greenhorn. And he does actually cause distress and knocks that bomber out of formation. So tape's rolling. Okay, good. Fallen. And this will come out here, and we'll just kind of put your guy here and here. Okay, that ends them. Now we're on to yellow leader here. We'll do that. And we're in the middle here, and now we're down here. 6, nope. No, we're not going to distress. We are going to hit him in the dorsal gun. So there. Yellow 2 follows up. Same thing. 1, 2, hey, this is actually going to knock him out of formation because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He had them all up. He does, however, unfortunately, get return fire on him. So first we'll take a hit of 5 on the fuselage. And we have fallen action. So here. And well, that'll go there and there. And these guys are over roughly over here now. That is a lone bomber now. So can blue 3, is that blue 2? Can't read. Blue 2 is on a lone bomber. Starboard. I gotta make. I don't want to. I did a whole section. I was doing the wrong section here. Another dorsal hit, like so. Oh wait a minute. Dorsal hit here on that one, and low ammo, and you pass out. Okay, that leaves yellow 3 to follow up. Man, I wanted the other one actually. Okay, so low ammo. And another dorsal hit. Pass on. Okay, that ends that one. Now we're on to this cat. We'll start with our veteran red leader. Our ace red leader. And he is firing on a continuous. Well, we got damage on him. Let's go ahead and low ammo. Let's do the low ammo here. Just remember. And let's see, where's my damage markers? Go on, good one. Give me a good one. Fuselage. No big deal. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, not even close. All right. The greenhorn comes in and he's up here, isn't he? Yep. He's gonna take a return fire. 9. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's like 7. So. Come on, guys. Green, unfortunately, he's got to take it because it is a green. He is green, and I don't have the ability to shake that off, and that's a cockpit 9. We may lose a green guy here. Okay, so. All right, and now red 3. Up here. Damage, low ammo. Damage. And we got wing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, this will pull this out of formation. The Keta is out of formation. So disruption happens. He's over here. Like so. Back this up a little. Let's see. You pass on? Yes. That was the red guy, right? I think. I'm trying to get lost here. Anything else on that card? No, we're good. All right. Now we're down here. Damage. Low ammo. wing, 2 wings. And yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, plenty to distress it and pull it out of formation. Here's a bomber. Here's a fallen marker. 2 damage on the wing, and like so. Leaving this little bunch, green 2. Firing at a, nope, it's still a Keta. Starboard port, 3, that's enough for distress, low ammo. So the second bomber is gonna pop out of there. Fallen. Oops. Sorry, that might have been out. Sorry if that was out of view. All right, ends that one, and now Hurricane Green 3 has a shot. Whoa, I keep hitting my camera. On a lone bomber. Down here, dorsal hit, low ammo. Where's my low ammo? No, where's my dorsal hits? Sorry about that. There we go. All right, that is the first run. No Stukas have fallen. That is, I was kind of hoping for a little better than that, but no. Okay, so all our bombers disengage, and unfortunately we have 2 hit checks. We have blue leader with 4 on the wing. He shakes that off. And we have our greenhorn. Feel sorry for this guy. Hopefully he can roll high. 1. Woo! Cockpit. Not a good place to get hit. Okay. Well then. We just did the intercept bombers things. There's nobody on the formation that can cruise, so we are in the entropy phase, and we start again with another approach and another wave. Hopefully we can take some of these Stukas down and come away with some victory points, please. Okay, let's set it up. Oops, I didn't see I also had a hit on this guy, fuselage 5. Oh, come on, baby. 11, he shakes it off. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna set it up. As you can see, for our second run, we are doubling up on all the solitary bombers, and even tripling up here. And let's get started with this wave, and I think we'll just read it like a book, left to right. Shuffle bomber cards here, and blue leaders. I gotta remember it's starboard port. Okay, low ammo and damage. Damage. Come on, blue leader, let's get some good damage on you. And we have wing damage, okay. Done. Blue 3. Bing. Low ammo only. Nice work, green. That's the green guy. All right, come on, bomb. Blue 2. Finish up. Finish up. Bash. Yes. Damage. Low. He's out of ammo, but blue 2. Who are you? 2-2. Blue 2 is what did I call him? I call him Kent, and he has earned first blood. First blood of the campaign. How about that? All right. Gone. All right, now we're on here. Green leader coming in. This is all on the flank, by the way, just in case you haven't been noticing. Another dorsal hit and low ammo. He's out of ammo. Dorsal hit. Too bad. All right. Yellow 2, come on, knock him out. Yes, 3, that'll amount to 3 hits and low ammo for you. But that is another kill. Gone. Done. All right, that is Eric, by the way. Where were we? Yellow leader. Oh, and jammed. Very nice. Jam, jam, jam. Yeah, can't get it on there. Yellow 3. Dorsal, and that's gonna do it. Low ammo. Now he's out of ammo. Stinks. But he's gone. And that was yellow 3, also known as Townie, that's his nickname, Townie. Alright, red leader, our ace. Dorsal low ammo, he's going to be out of ammo, but that's a third hit. And that will destroy that one. Our ace gets a kill. Unfortunately, red 3 has to take a card. And it's going to run him out of ammo. Oh well, that leaves green 2 and 3. 2 and 3. First 2. Here we go. Oh, it's down one more. Make this. Wait. Okay. Focus on the card. Okay. Starboard tail, damage, low ammo. Out of ammo. Damage. Wrong cup. Fuselage. He's on. Come on, man. We'll have shot everything down if you can make this one. That we went for, that is. And jammed. Oh, gee, thanks. Okay. But they move on, and they're disengaged. Nobody got return fired that time. Nice. That's because we went for isolated bombers. It's a lot harder to get hit with that. Okay. So we disengage. Nobody's hit, no hit checks. A lot of guys out of ammo. In fact, most of the squadron's out of it. See what that's what I said earlier about what do you say? Making 2 passes and then most of your crew is out of ammo. That's something to consider. And that goes in there. Okay. Well, finally, we just did the entry bomber formation run. Now the escort gets to react. There we go. Escort reaction. Boom. Okay, well, they're not in the cloud, so they can't escape. I think we're going to let them go anyway. There's no ambush, that's good to know. And trailing, no reaction. Wow. We are getting off scot-free here, hang on. So the escort is just not in a position to get us, or who knows what happened. Patrol, there's no chase because nobody's lost. Patrol complete is, no, it actually isn't. That's only if everybody's already on the return to base track, even though it says land bailout fate. Fuel, they do spend a fuel, but that's not going to mean anything because we still got like scads of it. Escort recovery, remove, suppress, there's none. Escort exit, yeah, let's take a look at that. So we're looking at this number here. If we roll a 10 or higher, the escort is reduced. No, they stick around. Now, here's my problem. We also have a channel escort exit. No one exits. Channel patrol. That's this number here. If we roll a 10 or higher, we're going to get jumped by some fighters. And it's a 3. Nope. Nope. Truly getting... so we're not going to reform. Raid vector. We do have to do this step. And we get Messerschmitts, so I think we're going to be encountering something. Yeah, so they're not in sections anymore. They're all just individual fighters. They're still technically in the bomber formation. So one of these guys is going to get jumped, and we need a Luftwaffe advantage, and now we need to pick someone. Oh, I'll do it this way. First we'll find a section with our dice, and roll a 3, which puts it in the red section. Oh, that's the only one that has a... And the only possibilities are... 3 or the leader. So we'll go even 3, odd leader. It's odd. No. Yes, it's odd. Our leader, our ace. Oh, he found the ace. He must have seen his markings or something. I want him. Okay, so where are you, ace? And the ace is out of ammo. So this is about survival. Okay, so Luftwaffe advantage. What do you got? Oh, I found Regula Obscura. And I dug far in here. The first thing you ask is this extra text going to apply? And it's just Messerschmitts from the vector draw. And here on page 9, it specifically says Messerschmitts and channel patrol do not apply. So this is just going to be the standard rata coming at my leader head on. So in you come. These will be 109s. And like that. Like that. Okay. Let's draw head on card. So head on, this plus this. I am jammed, and it vanishes. I got that right? Yeah. Easy pie. So we're jammed. It's not going to matter. Well, I better put it on there just because there's some step I haven't thought of. But jammed, but we're not dead. That's the main thing. Our ace lives on. All right. And once again, we did raid vector. We swirl again. We go up. First of all, we consider orders. Now, this is normally where you are allowed a return to base. However, we have to follow the sequence of play, and we have to understand the state of the map. There are no formations here. They're all in the bomber formation, so that does not count. You skip the order step. We skip the intercept step as well. We go straight to entropy. And this is where, at bomber formation, we get a chance to fly at them again, but we're not going to. We went out, and this is where you go to the bomber cycle. RTB, may RTB if not engaged, where nobody's engaged. All right. And since we've got down 4 Stukas for 4 victory points, that is very good. There is absolutely no reason to hang around and try to squeeze a few more out, especially when we only really got 3 fighters in a position to do anything. Now, it is time to return to base. That's what we do. And with only 1 guy in the fate box, unfortunately, it's a green pilot. He's, what's his name? I forgot his name. Miller. He's a greenhorn, and unfortunately, you don't have the option to land in the hangar. You're either going to bail out, be wounded, or die. All right, well, let's see his fate. We roll. 11. Well, he didn't bail out. He is wounded, so we'll put him in the hospital box. Okay, we'll have to find out if he's able to get out or not. So, after action report, I gotta say I am very pleased, and that is one of the, I've done patrols before, and this is hands down the best one I've managed, and what a great way to start a campaign. We knocked down 4 Stukas, and only had 1 guy go to the fate box, and he actually lived. He's in the hospital, but everyone lived. I don't have a replacement problem or anything. Wow, so very pleased with that one. The 2 things that I had going, and you can't anticipate this every time. We got very good situation. First one was Stukas. Stukas are the most fragile of the bombers among Dorniers, Junkers, and Heinkels. They go down pretty quickly. That's the one thing. The other thing, and this is big, I think this is huge. The station was back here in trailing, these 109s, and they didn't do jack squat. Even when we got a reaction card, they couldn't stop us from intercepting the bombers. That's a big deal when they're down here. Most of the times when I'm playing this, somebody's in this high station. When they're in this high station, they're just stymieing you left and right. They're just making trouble all over. It's the same with the Skies and Storm. You got guys in the high station. Yeah, they're going to pounce and they're going to just completely break up your squadron. But not this time. We got them over here. And the results, Stukas and some lackluster escorts. And we just lunched them for 4 victory points. 4 of the... Okay, well, we got to consider this here. I'll add this here. So this is a 6 chapter 6th patrol chapter. So we're in this column. We need at least, well, wow, interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Hang on. Okay, I double checked the rule here. The campaign will end if we don't earn at least a failure versus a disaster. We need 12 points to avoid disaster. We've already got 4, which is a very good start. Well, that's not. I'm just having nightmares of Skies Above the Reich, which I have never, or Storm Above the Reich, which I have never gotten past the first chapter. In that, just everything goes wrong. I haven't really gone all the way through a chapter of this. We're going to see how hard it is to get those extra. Well, we'll need 8 more points to avoid disaster. But that's it. Very good patrol. Join us next time when we begin the 2nd patrol in Chapter 1. Join us then, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.